The worst piece of advice you have ever received in your entire life wasn't whispered to you by an enemy. It was handed to you by someone who loved you. A parent, a teacher, a close friend. They looked at your ambition, smiled sympathetically, and said 3 words that have killed more dreams than failure ever could. Just be realistic. You've been conditioned to believe that realism is a virtue. You think it makes you mature. It doesn't. Realism is a straitjacket. It is a psychological prison built by the exhausted for the exhausted. Look around you. Look at the people who preach realism. Are they living the life you dream of? Are they dangerously free? Or are they just tired? The terrifying secret that polite society refuses to acknowledge is this: the world was not built by reasonable people. Every empire, every revolution, every impossible leap forward in human history was engineered by a mind that was, by clinical definition, delusional. Today, you are going to learn how to weaponize that delusion. In the late 1980s, psychologists conducted massive studies to find out which humans possess the most accurate, realistic perception of the world. They wanted to find the people who correctly assessed their own flaws, accurately calculated the probability of failure, and saw the world exactly as it was. Do you know who they found? The clinically depressed. Pure, unadulterated realism is a fast track to misery. The researchers discovered that the most successful, highly resilient, apex performers in our society shared a common psychological defect. They suffered from what psychologists call positive illusions. They completely overestimated their own abilities. They genuinely believed they could control the uncontrollable. They looked at a 99% failure rate and legitimately thought, "Wow, sucks to be them. Good thing I'm different." They were delusional, and that delusion is the exact mechanism that allowed them to function at a god-tier level. When you hack your brain with an irrational belief in your own inevitability, your nervous system stops looking for reasons to quit and starts scanning the horizon for weapons to win. When you possess this manufactured psychosis, you project a reality distortion field. Your internal belief becomes so heavy, so dense, that the external world actually bends its physics to accommodate you. Take a young man in a tiny Austrian village after World War II. He barely speaks English. He has no money. He looks in the mirror and decides, "I'm going to be the greatest bodybuilder in history. Then I'm going to be the highest paid movie star in the world. And then I am going to conquer American politics." If he tells his neighbors that, they lock him in an asylum. It is the definition of unrealistic. But Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't negotiate with the reality he was born into. He dictated a new one. The realist looks at a locked door and says, "It's locked. I guess I'll go home." The delusional mind looks at the exact same locked door and says, "This is a test designed to keep the weak out. I'm going to break the hinges." But to achieve this, you must commit murder. You must kill a specific reflex inside yourself today. You must execute your humility. Society teaches you to be humble so that you don't make average people feel insecure. They want you to dim your light so their shadows don't look so dark. Think about a surgeon about to perform open-heart surgery on someone you love. Do you want that surgeon to be humble? Do you want him saying, "Well, I'm okay. I'll try my best and see what happens"? No. You want a surgeon with a God complex. You want a surgeon who looks the Grim Reaper in the eyes and says, "Not today. I am in the room." You must adopt that exact psychology for your own life. Stop pre-apologizing for your ambition. Stop saying, "I'm trying to," or "I hope to." When you speak, speak in the definitive present tense. I am building this. I am taking this. This is mine. Arrogance is only a flaw if you don't do the work. When backed by ruthless execution, arrogance isn't a character flaw. It is a prophecy. Be warned. The moment you choose this path, the world will attack you. When you step out of the herd, you trigger society's psychological immune system. The people closest to you will sit you down. They won't attack you with anger. They will attack you with concern. They will quote statistics. They will ask for your backup plan. Understand what is actually happening. Your irrational confidence makes their chosen mediocrity feel like a failure of courage. If you are right, their entire worldview is wrong. You cannot argue with these people. Logic is useless against someone whose primary goal is comfort. You must simply look them in the eye, smile, and completely ignore them. You must become an impenetrable fortress of unyielding self-belief. The realist protects his fragile ego. He guards his quiet weekends as if they are sacred. They are not sacred. They are the chains keeping you exactly where you are. The distance between a lunatic and a genius is measured only by the outcome. And you control the outcome by refusing to acknowledge the possibility of defeat. Stop trying to be reasonable. The reasonable people are miserable. Be delusional. It is the only way you will ever actually win.